Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Tales podcast with your friend Ankita Juneja. Back again with another amazing episode for all of you. Before I move forward, I want to take a moment and wish you all a very happy Diwali. I hope you had great time with your loved ones. Do let me know how special this day was and how you all celebrated your Diwali. For me, it was about family time and friends. I had great time with my loved ones, and today's episode is going to be somewhat related to the similar experiences which I had and what this festival time actually made me feel. I'm sure most of you will also find resonance and connect to this episode. So before further ado, let's start today's episode. One major realization which I had, not for the first time, I think as I'm getting older, I'm actually realizing the importance of close relations in my life. I'm also grateful for my family more and more as I'm getting older. The reason to this is, as you get older, you also realize things are never the same. Things always changes. Our our dislike changes. Not just that change, we also see change in our approach too. Before we used to like going out in the noisy place, meeting so many people. But as we get older, I think we realize the beauty of having few people and just making most of it. There used to be a time when I just used to be out there just bubbling and busting and just celebrating all the festival. But now I think the approach is same, the energy, the enthusiasm is same, but somewhere I just love spending time with selected few ones. This is the major difference. And I'm just 30. I'm not even in 60s or 70s where I'm sounding like an old person. No, it's not like that. But in my 30 year of life, I just realized people who love you, who adore you, and people whose company you enjoy, just that what really matters. And with these people, it's just about spending time together. Before, festival used to be going out and just talking and enjoying. Now it's just spending time. This is the major difference. Even when you're not talking so much, just being in their presence makes you feel like wow and complete. This is the biggest shift I have seen as I'm getting older. But apart from this, what I realized, not just for the first time, is we often say that we want happiness. The moment we start realizing the importance of present moment, I think life just become happy and beautiful. But the moment you realize these moments are not gonna be same as before, and it will not even return. Just when you start living in the present moment and making most of it, I think that just bring another level of joy in your life. And I'm realizing as I'm getting more aware, as I'm just starting and appreciating being in the present moment, when you start surrendering and just being in the moment and just going with the flow and just doing as your heart feels, as your heart says, I think that's a different level of joy which you experience. But for that, you just have to have this awareness okay, this is what really matters in this moment. Otherwise, we all are so bombarded with social media. We are seeing someone's post, we are seeing someone's story, and we just start comparing ourselves wow, they had this beautiful time, they had this thing, they had that thing, why didn't we celebrate it that way? But I feel like we all have our way of experiencing that joy and celebrating. Maybe the way I like to enjoy, you might not like that way. That's why we all are different. But when we start comparing, when we start seeing other people's story and start to feel bad, why this thing has not happened with me, oh, I think that person has enjoyed much better than I did, that what brings us down. But the moment you disconnect from this energy, the moment you start appreciating the things you did, the way you enjoyed, you will start feeling life is so blessed. And I think this is the disconnect which we often see these days, especially due to social media, because everyone shares the best side of their story. Nobody likes to show the vulnerable side. But not necessary that what you're seeing outside is truth. It can be half truth. So never associate yourself with someone else's story and bring yourself down considering you haven't enjoyed the way other person did. No matter what makes you feel happy, as long as you are feeling happy doing whatever you are doing, I think that is the best thing and the best place to be in. So there is, this combination of both. On one side, we just ignore like how little moments makes us happy, like, just being around your parents probably. Because as I stay away from my family and my parents, whenever I come home, it's not too much of talk at times because I also love to be quiet at times. But just being around family, around parents, and just being in their presence sometimes makes you feel good. And also, as I have shared couple of times, like my soul family who are my friends, just connecting with them and spending time with them just makes me feel complete. Whenever I spend time with these people, I just feel so positive and happy. And these are the relation which I've earned in my life throughout my journey. I just have couple of people. I am not an advocate of having a lot of people. I always believe quality over quantity, but these people are my go-to for everything. I know they have my back and I have theirs, but also just being with them, not in a very high energy where we are gossiping, where we are talking. We just do opposite of it. Maybe we'll just go on drive and we'll just listen to music and we'll just be quiet and just enjoy the moment. That is what brings happiness and bliss, at least in my life. I'm not sure how it goes in your life, but this just makes me happy. And I know like these are the people I feel good hanging out with. Just spending time with them makes me feel good. So this little movement you will see, like it just makes you feel complete and good. You don't have to do extravagant thing, or you don't have to go out of the box to make yourself happy. Just connecting to few people, just listening to their voice, because most of my friends also stay away from me. We hardly meet each other once in a year because of the distance, because of the country distance also. But whenever I connect with all of my those friends, I just feel like okay, the day is complete, the festival is complete, and I feel good. They all are part of me. We all are connected. The distance doesn't make us apart, because just that 2 minutes, 5 minutes also makes us happy whenever we connect. So from that experience, I know like sometimes people just say like when we go here we will feel happy, when we do this we will feel happy. I think when you actually start enjoying and appreciating little moments, you will see how magically your life feels and how beautiful your life turns. Whenever I listen to someone who says like all I want is happiness, yes, absolutely, we all want happiness. But I read this somewhere other day. The real happiness is doing the things which brings you happiness and joy, and doing it again and again. For instance, if you feel like talking to someone makes you happy, do more of it. If you feel like spending time with this friend, your family makes you happy, start doing that more. And it can be by yourself also. If you are a person like me who loves spending time by yourself, having that solitude time, start prioritizing that, because when you do that you will feel happy. You don't have to go out and seek happiness anywhere outside of you. This might sound cliche, but the moment you start realizing it and bringing it into practice, actually you will realize how true it is and how valuable it is. But this can only be experienced when you prioritize all these things. In my life, I have a lot of small ritual by myself. I just feel recharged by doing all these things, because I have designed my life over the period of time where I'm like, okay, time with myself is non-negotiable, and that just makes me happy. So I prioritize that thing. And at times there are people in my life, I love spending time with them, and at that point of time, even if I have to adjust my routine or something, I do that because I know it makes me feel good. So sometimes it's just like finding that one thing by experimenting, like what makes you happy, and doing it on a repeated basis, so that you always feel happy. You don't have to wait for any occasion or the moment to feel happy. The moment you realize this thing, your nature will become happy and your existence in itself will become happy. You don't have to seek outside, because all that thing which is outside is temporary. The only thing that you have is you yourself. So just see what makes you happy, start doing more of it, and just connect it. When you connect all these things with people at times, and with tiny rituals, or maybe spending time, as I have told you, you will see the difference in your life, and I think the quality of your life will also change once you understand this concept. So on a concluding note, I just want to say, and it's my wish that you all just stay happy and blessed always, and I'm always here for you. Feel free to connect. I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can, so feel free to connect. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and be part of this lovely tribe. Your presence means a world to me. I'm looking forward to connect with you in my next episode. Sending you lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye and be happy.